Oh! 'Tis I, your resident drama goblin. Welcome back, or welcome to the Reaction Sleepover. This is where we get cozy and we react to stuff. Today we're doing Bridezillas and other Weddingzillas. Grab your blankies and snacks, and let's get into it. We're starting with an anonymous submission by one of you guys. If you are ever interested in submitting your own, do it in the comments or in the subreddit, and I'll pick one out to read in the next video. Am I the a-hole? I didn't go to my childhood's best friend's wedding. Me, 25 female, was asked to be a bridesmaid in my childhood's best friend's wedding. She invited me over one day after not seeing or talking to one another for almost 3 years. That's a long time. When I get there, she hands me a box and tells me to open it. Is this a trick? It's like a Venus flytrap. Aha! I was the Bridezilla. Oh, it's like those Halloween hands. It pops up and it grabs you when you try to reach for it. I feel like that's an accurate representation of what Bridezillas do. Oh, you think this is going to be nice? It's the bridesmaid proposal. I was kind of thrown off, but we had talked about this moment since we were kids, so I said yes. I did tell her that I would be moving out of state and that I'd be back for the wedding. Fast forward to 2 weeks after I moved, I got a job at this brand new restaurant. Good job. Orientation and training were the same week I was supposed to fly back for her bachelorette party. That is unfortunate timing. I have a horrible feeling she's not going to be okay with this. I had just moved and really needed that job, so I told her that I wouldn't be able to make it to her party, but I would be at the wedding. On top of it, I was out of all the money I spent on the plane ticket I had got to fly back for it. And there was a snowstorm in our hometown, so no one would even drive to the airport to pick me up. For good reason, since the airport was 2 hours away. I then got a message, more like a book, from her maid of honor saying that I'm a horrible friend and I hurt her and all of that jazz. Is she trapped in her own little tower where she doesn't know what's going on in the outside world? Because it's completely understandable if there's weather problems to not risk it. Like if someone was like, hey, I can't come to your wedding because of like weather issues, I'd care way more about their safety. Safety should always come first. That sucks. I did feel really guilty, but this is also my livelihood. And just your life! Even if I did fly back, I would be putting myself and others in danger. The bride then messages me and tells me I'll probably have something come up on her wedding day too. And she doesn't think I should be in it. And then proceeds to ask me if I was still coming? Wench, what? You mean to tell me... So you mean to tell me that she messages you and says, in a very snarky way, something will probably come up on the wedding day too, then basically uninvites you, and then asks you, are you still coming? Does she have some kind of instant amnesia? Did she just immediately forget everything she just said to you, and then went, are you still gonna come? Are you kidding me? At this point, I felt like I wasn't even wanted there, so I made my decision not to go. More claps for you. That's ridiculous. How could a person, like, basically insult you and then be like, well, you still have to come? I do not. I'm glad you didn't go, not only for your safety, but also sounds like she doesn't deserve you anyway. Good tea, good tea. I want to start doing that now. Each time I find something good, I just want to do those tiny claps. Yes! Those tiny golf claps. Am I the a-hole for telling the bride we can't do bottle service for her bachelorette? I, 29 female, am the maid of honor of my friend's 29 female wedding, and her March 2023 bachelorette party is getting out of hand. Oh no. That sentence does not make anything sound good. Everyone has to fly across the country for the destination she chose. I had a conversation with her early on about cost and that we should be mindful about how much people are willing to spend. At this point, we're easily spending at least $1,500 per person when you add the flight, house, meals, activities, etc. I coordinated all the logistics and sent out a very detailed itinerary this week to the 9 other girls attending. This was an itinerary that the bride had already signed off on and was excited about, since it included all the activities she wanted to do. The day after I sent the itinerary, the bride asked if we could make a change and reserve a VIP bottle service table at a club at one of the nights. We had previously decided not to go clubbing, as 9 of the 10 girls are married or engaged. I told her it would likely be very expensive. She said it would only be $800, as if her friends are made of money. It's like that commercial with the... Have you seen that one where it's like a dude is like made out of money? I just remember him being on a bike or something, like money was flying off of him. This must be what she pictures. She must be a trust fund child and just doesn't what? I don't get it. How can you look at $800 and go, it's not that much? That's so much money. Do I put my foot down and say no to her, or am I the a-hole? Put your foot down. I hope you did. That's so, like, pain, like, that's a pain kind of humor. Someone says $800 is not that much, and you just can't help but laugh in their face in the most, like, I'm in pain way. Like, how could you say that? Am I the a-hole for thinking my maid of honor should spend the day before my wedding with me? My 33 female, fiance, 29 male are getting married in August. We happen to share the same birthday and our wedding is the day after. My maid of honor, B. Oh, like she's... Oh, referring to them as B. 25 female, also has the same birthday as us. So for the day before the wedding, I had suggested to B that she joins us, mine and fiance's family, for lunch and then help me to prepare for my wedding day. I also asked that she share a hotel room with me the night before so she can be there for me the moment I wake up to support and calm me. She agreed to stay in the hotel with me but was a bit vague about agreeing to lunch as she said she didn't know she would have plans. This was a few weeks ago. Skipped to today and B's husband, L, messages me to say he's organizing a romantic day out for B's birthday, ending with a concert. Aww. He told me that was going to be a surprise for her, so he was letting me know in advance so that I could plan for her absence the day before the wedding. I will admit that I became sharp with L. I told him it was inconsiderate of him to book something for B the day before my wedding when he knew she had responsibilities. L told me I was a crazy bridezilla if I thought I was going to make B do slave labor on her birthday. B is really good at organizing and she loves to help. I don't think she'd see it that way. L did say that if B still wanted to come back to my hotel room after the concert that he wouldn't stop her, but that I absolutely cannot have her during the day. I went to one of my bridesmaids, V, 29 female, and she agreed that that I obviously have to let B go off and enjoy her birthday. I told V I was annoyed that L hadn't even asked me if I could spare B. What? She's her own person. When I started reading this, I wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt because it's I get wanting support, wanting and it kind of started off she asked her if she wanted to do these things to the point where you won't allow her to do anything else? That's pretty entitled, my dude. You need to reevaluate. I get wanting support on your wedding day, but she's her own person. She can do what she wants, especially it's her birthday too. It's not only your birthday. He had just told me she wasn't going to be available. Yeah, because he's trying to plan a surprise. Why would you not want to help him with that? Ooh, it's not all about you. I also told her that L hadn't even offered me his concert ticket, so that B, my maid of honor, and I could have fun evening together the day before my wedding? Why would you expect that? This is a birthday surprise. It's not for you. Wow. Not only was she upset with B's husband wanting to surprise her on her birthday as well, but she also wanted to take the ticket? His ticket? Is she insane? She told someone what I said, and now I'm getting hateful messages from my other bridesmaids and friends saying I can't behave that way. Why would you behave that way? All I want is to spend the day before my wedding with my maid of honor. Am I really the a-hole? TLDR, I want to spend the day before my wedding with my maid of honor, but my maid of honor's husband wants to take her out for her birthday. Am I the a-hole? I'll add that I don't know if B knows yet. That's the point! She's organized so much for me, so I think that she would help me if I asked her. That is so... wow. I really wanted to give this person the benefit of the doubt, but that, especially that concert ticket thing, this is not about you. She is allowed to enjoy her birthday as well. That's annoying. Wow. Huge, you're the a-hole. Seems to me like you've been taking advantage of a kind friend. Let your maid of honor enjoy her birthday. She'll be there for you at the wedding. Also, you're a bridezilla. You've fallen into the bridezilla trap. Your wedding is super special for you, which I will add is okay and normal, but you are entitled to dictate what your maid of honor does on her birthday. You're the a-hole. Bride invites me to wedding and expects me to pay for venue. Haven't spoken to her in 2 years, by the way. So this friend I made in university and I were once close until she got engaged 2 years ago and cut off all of her single friends because she's too good for single friends and can only now have engaged or marry friends. LOL, according to her. So this wasn't even a vibe? Did she literally say this? Well, good riddance. They were too good for you. I haven't spoken to her in 2 years since that and have gotten over it since it's been a while. I get an email today and I thought it was spam. Turns out it was a wedding invitation. I love that comparison. From her, it's basically it's spam. She sends other emails just asking for a toaster from Amazon or something, just actual spam. She's the Nigerian prince asking for money. Not personally from her, but from her coordinator inviting me to their wedding. At the bottom of the line, it was a bill for $400 to pay for the venue, plus $150 for the meal. What? That's ludicrous. How in tarnation does she expect people to pay for her wedding. I know this varies around the world, but where I am, the bride and groom or maybe their family pays for their venue and food, not random people you don't talk to. That is fair. Like, there are different customs around the world. That's completely fair. But like, if you're from a place like, I'm assuming America, it's not, no. 20 people in total were invited to the wedding. You could see all the emails in the sent to bar. So I guess she pretty much only invited me to help pay a cost. Oh, I love that. I mean, I hate it, but it's so funny. Imagine being sent an invitation to only pay for the wedding. Like, it would not even surprise me if she wasn't even invited to go. It was just like, I invite you to pay for it for me. I would never have the balls to do that to someone, especially after telling them we can't be friends because you're engaged and can't have single friends. And no, I'm not the kind of friend that parties or drinks. She cut off any friend she had that wasn't engaged or married. No exceptions. You are below my station. I now know what they mean when they say weddings bring out the worst in people. Edit. Okay, after I declined her coordinator, okay, that totally has the tone of like, okay guys, I'm updating you on the drama. There's more tea. Okay, after I declined to her coordinator, the bride messaged asking why I declined, so I'm gonna give my response. Why did you decline? I need money. I love it. We get the initial and then we get the sequels. This is where sequels are okay. Update. So after she sent me the message asking me why I declined, I just said it's impossible to finance that. She didn't say anything. I spoke to the mutual friend. The mutual friend isn't going, but was told about the mandatory payment, lol, prior to the invitations going out, because basically, like other users here suggested, I was like plan C of people to invite, and she really needed people to come to this wedding because the venue gives her a discount if the quantity of people reaches a certain amount. She needed extras for her movie. Her oh so glamorous day. She legitimately wanted extras. Wow. And they wouldn't even get paid. They would pay her. Everyone in the wedding party is not paying. Good. So I was like a last resort type thing, basically like so many of you suggested. Girl, you think when everyone declined that wasn't a sign to stop and reflect and maybe change some things? Like, I don't know, get a cheaper venue or don't require people to pay for you when that's not even culturally appropriate? Since we are age all 23 to 24, not everyone who she invited was able to pay in the first place. So yeah, because I mean, yeah, some of them were in college debt already. We don't need wedding debt. So yeah, she was like, who's next on this list? Oh yeah, shades of cool. I guess she thought I'd forget about her reasoning for cutting off her friends. That is so funny. She really thought she would forget. As for everyone wondering who the fiancé is, no one has met him. What? Nobody? Not even the mutual friend, but he was in charge of a club at our university, and I had heard he's kind of a jerk. So I guess she realizes, like, you can't just cut off friends and send them that years later. Yeah. Do you think they all have the collective brain of a goldfish? That doesn't work, but she wanted to try her luck. Yeah, you know, you gotta hand it to her. She tried. He has a lot of friends as well, so I think his friends overshadow hers and she just wants someone there for her. But no, you cannot harvest and bear fruit from a tree you never watered. Mic drop. I would drop my eye. I can't. It's attached to my desk. But that is a beautiful mic drop moment. All right, that was fun. Those stories made me laugh a lot. I hope you agree and I hope you had fun, and I'll see you at the next sleepover. Bye!